Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Crusader Kings 2 Fall of the Western Roman Empire campaign. So, in the last episode, unfortunately, we weren't quite able to carry out our war as planned. So, we had started a war with the Kingdom of Italy through the reconquest of Italy, which should have given us everything that the current King of Italy had, including his titles and then all of his vassals. Unfortunately, that didn't work. Apparently, the Visigoths declaring war on the Kingdom of Italy for, I forget exactly what the claim that they were trying. I think it was, they were pressing a claim on Italy, yeah. So, young Philip, who we looked at the end of last episode, had a claim on Italy. The king here pressed it in his name. And so, what happened was it gave me all of Italy except for this one province, which somehow ended up changing hands to the King of Italy, and he managed to retain the title even though all of his titles are by rights mine after winning that war. So I think what happened is, I think the reconquest claim that we've been using, that one was added by the mod authors and not part of the base game as far as I'm aware. I could be wrong on that, but I think the claim that the Vandals pressed superseded that, and so the game didn't know what to do, and we have this situation here. So what I hope is going to happen is this guy, or, I mean, it's going to end up in somebody's hands. At this point, I don't know that it matters who, but I have the majority of Italy with the exception of that province, these provinces here, and obviously the title. So my hope is that it will let me usurp that title as soon as it falls into somebody's hands, but right now I can't because he is at war. So the war needs to end before I can do anything about it. But unfortunately, by not having that title, I can't offer vassalization to these smaller provinces because I'm not their de jure liege, which I should have been after that war ended. So let's get things rolling and we'll see how that plays out. Hopefully it works in our favor. Let's clear some of this out first because there's a lot of these here. End that plot. Let's see, seeks to kill somebody. We'll end this plot as well. Oh, I can't. Faction disbanded, that's good news. Faction disbanded. I've become senator of... Why? Ah. Probably because of that. I need to get rid of those, actually. So, let's see. Revolt Wars ended. Yeah, I think there's some stuff we should probably take care of before we deal with any of that. So let's hand out this territory first. Oh, also, I set up an intrigue, or plot, to try to kill the kid whose claim they're currently pressing. If he's gone, there's no claim to press and the war's over. But there's nobody that I can add to this plot, so it's just going to sit at 43%. I'm going to leave it open just in case we get lucky, but more than likely it's not going to result in anything. Anyways, we have this that we need to hand out, including that town there, and this that we need to hand out, including this town. So what I'll do is I'll give those, or excuse me, not Rome itself, just this town here, but I would actually like to take Rome for myself. Anyways, we need to give this away, so let's jump into here and look at our court. Let's find somebody suitably Roman for this one. They can't already be holding any land, though. I kind of wish I had kept this, or, I mean, given it to somebody else. This guy's Romano-Gallic, which is better than some of the alternatives. But I don't know if I have any purely Roman subjects. I guess I could go look for one. Oh, you're Roman. Okay. I mean, that works for me. So let's go ahead and... Oh, I gotta wait for him to end that plot. Right, well, let's run the clock a bit then and see what happens there, and then I'll go ahead and hand it over. He's not a particularly good character, but I gotta give it away. I really need to get rid of my holdings right now. Okay, so he's going to accept, and I'm going to go ahead and grant him landed title. It is that one, and I'll include the lower titles there. So that should get rid of 2 of these and bring me down to 9. Alright, there we go. And he's going to like me a whole lot more for that. Can I ask him to convert his religion now? Let's do that. And yes, I'm down to 9. So this town in Rome is the only other thing I need to give away. But I should probably give this away as well. In fact, I'm going to do that. So let's go to my court. And where was that? There he is. Alfgeir. Alfgeir, I'm going to give you Chrysium and the lower titles. So there we go. And that brings me down to 8. Then can I just give this to you? Let's see. If I give him that, I think he'll hand it out himself. That was, I don't know why this was highlighted, so let's select this. Ah, because he is in charge of both of those. Understood. That's why. Okay, so if I grant you the landed title of this municipium, basically making him mayor of that city, and all the lower titles, I think he'll sort it out for himself, because I don't really want to have to bother with it. So that brings me now to 7, which should help considerably. But that gives me 28 direct vassals, and that's too many to have. So what I need to do is I need to create at least 1 or 2 of these. Let's see. Show me the de jure stuff. So that whole area, huh? Wow. Really? Hold on here. Let's do de jure duchies. So that whole thing is 1 duchy. That would be a very powerful duke. I would be a bit concerned about that. So maybe let's not do that one. Instead, I'll do the Duchy of Pannonia Inferior, which is these 4. I can create it, and then generally, like, which one is the capital? I don't know that any one of these is wealthier than the other. I don't know who I want to give it to either. Let's see. You do have a son. He's not of your dynasty, but that's because he's of the mother's dynasty. But is any one of these, like, significantly wealthier? That's the poorest, it looks like. Just based on this, but it is less than max, so maybe that's not a fair assessment. It looks like Gorzium is the most wealthy, and you are pretty loyal, and you do have a son. I guess I'll give it to Gorzium and this guy. Unfortunately, that does mean I lose all of these people as vassals, including Prefect Honorius the Rough, which is a shame because I kind of brought him. He's actually got a lot of good traits. I don't know why his skills are so bad. He has a son. I guess I could give it to him. I do kind of like him better than some of these other characters. He's not as loyal, though. But that -22 raised levy penalty will go away. And obviously giving him a duchy level title will help too. So I think I'll do that. So let's create this. It's going to cost me 100 gold. But I'll gain 200 prestige from it. Okay. And I believe that's going to be too many duchy level territories that I'm currently holding. Let's see, am I taking a penalty for it? Yeah, too many held duchies, so we're going to have to give it away. It's going to be to you. So, grant landed title, and it's going to be Pannonia Inferior. Okay, so it should increase his opinion of me by 60, but obviously there's other penalties that kind of interfere with that to a degree. And, oh, where did he disappear to? There we go. So 100. I don't know why he ditched the helmet, but okay. I actually liked it better with the helmet on. So there we go. And I still have 3 too many. But I don't want to have to create that one. So what's the... Are you de jure part of his duchy? I think so. Oh wait, no. Okay, so this is technically all one. So he should actually be part of this one, it looks like. So that would get rid of one. So let's go ahead and transfer vassalage here. And that would be you, correct? Yeah. Okay, so that's done. Is there anything else I can do to get that number down? I might just have to deal with it for right now. Oh no, Modia. Huh. Let's see. I'd like to... I never use it, so I always forget where it is, but I'd like to mark her so I can keep tabs on her. She's already betrothed? Oh, that was me. Why am I so surprised I did that? Let's see. Feature? No. Well, I'll just have to remember. Because now she's at least tied to this land, so it should be easier to keep track. Oh well. And we'll just have to leave it there. We do have dangerous factions. Yeah, these guys are pretty powerful. We have alliances forming. That's always concerning. I mean, it is my heir. If he kills me, it's not that big a deal. A big fire broke out in a peasant village uncomfortably close to my residence. Thankfully, the local temple had a water clock so large it had enough water to douse the flames. Let's see. Small chance of gaining a good trait for 12 gold. Let's roll the dice on that. And we were already humble, I believe. Okay, so he's going to convert. Perfect. Right, well, what happened here? Is that war over? Apparently the war is over in favor of the kid. So I have to wait until 542 to usurp this, but I should have no problem doing it. I could also just declare war in somebody's name here. The issue is if I do it in anyone's name who's not already landed, that could create problems for me. Now Remus has a claim and Remus is landed, so I could do it in his name. What would I be getting myself into, though? I think the Vandals would probably back him. So that might be trouble for us. The other issue is if I do it in Remus's name, it doesn't confer the title to me, it confers the title to him. And so I wouldn't be able to force these guys to join peacefully if I did that. Very complex. I wish this just played out how it was supposed to, because it's made it so much more difficult for me in going this way. So let's see, kid, if I do declare war on you, I don't want to do it that way because that's going to cost me even more gold and I'll have to wait to get the gold. So let's just do it in Remus's name to see. Nobody will join them. Nobody will join them. I don't want to have to worry about marching armies all the way over there, though. Let's just wait the 5 years and see if I can do this without any war being declared. Because I don't necessarily even care that this kid is ruler of that province. Cool. Alright, so they've all been converted. Let's grab our... God, I need to stop pausing, but so many things. Let's grab you, and I need you to convert the Germanic peoples there. And I did remember to move you, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, I think that happened off camera. But we had fabricated a claim on this, and I went ahead and I moved him over here to fabricate a claim on that. So in theory, I can declare war on... I can't? Oh, right. Declare war. Claim that. That is a lot of tribes that would back them. I wonder if they're part of my defensive pact. Or the defensive pact against me. I'll just have to wait until it dies down. Yeah, so probably best that we're not declaring war for a little bit. Because I think a lot of people will be willing to spring up against us. In the meantime, though, should try to accrue some money and use it to upgrade some of our holdings. What did you do? My vassal has declared war on, I think, another one of my vassals. I think they're infighting for titles or something. But anyways, I currently hold Venice, and I'd like to hold Rome. In fact, I should look at how to get that title away from him. Let's see. If I fabricate evidence of treason, I'm not likely to succeed. Kidnap, kill. Let's start with this and see where we can get. We don't need to try to kill the kid anymore. He's already there. So, how many people do I have to bribe? Or is there anybody that... Okay, you'll join without any bribe. 8% right here. That's a lot of money, but okay. No bribe there with Honorius. And there was one more person there. 1% isn't worth my money. We'll have to wait and see. I'll auto-invite, though. I'm not too concerned about being discovered for something like this. Okay. And so if I can revoke the title of Roma itself, I think it will either... if the last time we did this was any indication, it'll destroy the province of Latium, and I'll have to remake it. But that's fine. I just want this as my capital because I need it if I'm going to ever reform the empire here. Okay, what's happening here? You're trying to revoke something. You're trying to revoke this. Why are you trying to do that? Can I imprison him? Offer to join war. Can I offer on your end? I can. And that would let me get rid of the Grand Mayor. What? So we cannot join our vassals' wars except for... come on. Why not? So you're the problem here. And you're lowborn too. Can I just... without objections from the aristocracy. Right. Also, why do you have this? Capua should be part of this down here. Campania. Interesting. So yeah, I need to deal with that as well. I don't want random duchies holding land all over the place like that. But there's nothing I can do about it right now because he's at war. I am wary of revoking that title, though. Just because we have laws that allow it doesn't mean there isn't going to be huge implications from it. You're going to get defeated, unfortunately. If he does, I will go ahead and offer to have him come back to my court and maybe try to find land for him elsewhere. Okay. Can I do anything about this? Perfect. Can I do anything about that? Perfect. Wish you guys weren't constantly trying to execute other people. Incite Acacius the second. I'm going to hold off on that one. I'm going to see if that might play out in my favor. Seeks to see somebody dead. Yeah, that doesn't really benefit me, but I can't do anything about it. Alright, so here we go. It's probably going to lead us into a civil war. The big faction has finally mustered up the courage to challenge me. I'm afraid the faction I represent must insist on succession by Gavelkind. We are fully prepared to take up arms should you refuse, and rest assured we have enough men to enforce our just demand. So this is this faction here. They think they have 116% of my forces, but they don't. They have 116% of these forces, but that is only about 2/3 of my total strength because I have a whole legion right here to call on. So this actually does work in my favor because all of these disloyal lords are going to be traitors. I guess it's just, you know, we're going to deal with them all at once. So I will not be blackmailed. Gavelkind really sucks. It wouldn't actually hurt me here because I only really have one legitimate heir, technically. These are his children. So everything would pass to him, Gavelkind or otherwise. But I don't have to deal with that later because he would have to then go about trying to remove Gavelkind later, and that could be an issue for us. Although an elective monarchy might be interesting, but for now let's refuse. And we should see a bunch of armies spring up shortly and our territory get divided up. There it is. Okay. So let's see. Acacius. I guess that plot went through. That was the one I didn't stop. Most of it's happened. Why does the game unpause itself like that? Okay. So most of their people are over here. My armies will be over here. Let's get them all up. And then obviously we want to raise the legion. So let's take like this group right here. And you're going to defeat that force before it can gather with any of their others. And then you guys go here. You guys go there. You go here. And I'm going to have to raise the ships on this so I can get you guys in a boat. All of you in a boat. And I'll drop you off there. Okay. Civil War's on, but we will be able to get rid of a few bad apples with this, at least. So it sort of works to our favor. Oh, I have armies down there. I should just disband them all. Because they won't make it to the reinforcements in time. So better to just call on them later when I can use them than get them all killed now. Or let them be part of the garrison or something, you know. Come on, hurry up, guys. We need to crush that army so we can move. But I want to defeat them before they can, you know, march off and join anybody else. It looks like they're crossing here at the Strait of Otranto. So I might need to go south to attack them. All the more reason to defeat these guys. No, don't do that. But all the more reason to defeat these guys while I have the chance. So I'm just going to march now before this takes too long. Ah, crap, they are going to try to meet up. Okay, let's merge you. It looks like... Interesting, so those two are going to war. That will weaken them at the very... Actually, you guys are kind of winning that, which is surprising. But that force up there is not going to be big enough to hold off the numbers that they have. What is taking so long here? In fact, why are our numbers so small? Oh, I should disband you guys as well. So yeah, they are trying to join up. Seeks to kill Julia, blah blah blah. Please don't do that. Oh, she's not going to listen. Seeks to kill someone. Not going to listen either. Seeks to kill. Not going to listen. Seeks to kill. Well, somebody will listen to us at least. I think that's our niece-in-law, Remus's wife. I don't... Yeah, I really should be pursuing you, shouldn't I? Okay, so up here. Yeah, it seems like we have very few men considering. Let's see. Go ahead and disband the ships. Make sure there's nothing on here. Yeah. Disband them. I don't think you're a big enough force to defeat these guys. You are in a mountain territory though, so if they attack you, you at least get a small defensive bonus. But I only have 4,000 men, which is... I mean, I guess we did lose a lot from our vassals, because obviously a lot of them raised up against us. But my domain number shouldn't have changed, and that was nearly 3,000. And... did I not raise the Legion? Apparently I didn't. Apparently I did not. I thought I did. That would explain it. Okay. Meet up with them there. Actually, no, don't do that. Meet up with these guys here. We'll need you over there, definitely. In fact, I should probably pull you back, because they're not going to get to you in time. Hopefully they don't catch you. Hold on here. I need to look at this, because if they are going to, we may as well stand our ground. There's two forces there. One's going to arrive before the other, but we won't be there. Okay. So where's the best place to set up? Plains, 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 hills. So keep moving. What the hell just happened right there? What did you just do? Did you usurp the title? I don't understand what happened here. I think he did. I think he just usurped the title. Yeah. Okay, are you still my heir? Then I guess I don't mind. Alright. Oh, there they are. They snuck past us. Go there, meet with them. This is not playing out very well for us right now. Got a lot of things happening in a lot of different directions. But if we can get the Legion to meet up with these guys and go attack them, we'll be alright. We need to defeat that army before this one joins it. Same is true over here. Okay, let's get rid of that, please. Get rid of all this crap. Where are you going right now? No, I need you here. And I'll need to check on my generals too. I should have made sure we had decent generals commanding that army before they engaged. But unfortunately, I did not. Okay, so... what happened over here? Interesting. So you usurped the title of... why did it take me up there if the war's happening here? So he took that. Got it. Alright, well, I'll probably need to deal with that at some point because I don't want one person holding like all of those titles. I caught my kinswoman Juliana lying to me again, straight to my face without batting an eye. I almost had an innocent servant sent to the stocks. So she is what, deceitful? Oh man, I need to do something about that still. I'd rather she have good intrigue than... let's talk to her about honesty. Let's see. I don't want her to be wroth. I don't necessarily want her to be deceitful, but honest isn't necessarily that great either. Let's just try it, see what happens. She's still deceitful. Okay. Get rid of that. Please don't do that right now. That's not great timing. Oh no, don't send him a gift. I don't need any more revolts right now. Okay, you guys merge. Go crush them, please. There's one victory. Make sure you're pursuing them. Oh, don't do that. And we'll have you besiege that once they're done. Okay. And then that's their capital. So once we defeat this force, we'll need to go do something about that. Or possibly this. Why are you besieging this if this is part of your territory? Is this a different war I don't know about? No, apparently Roma is mine. Or at least that castle is. Maybe that one lord was loyal or something. Keep pursuing, keep pursuing. Gotta get rid of them. Can't let them run around and besiege us. I really should have commanders here. I guess Honorius is gonna have to lead that force because I don't have any others to spare. I don't like the way this fight's going. We are winning, but it shouldn't have been that close. 2 victories there. Prince Valerius of Macedonia had another daughter. We still have this lined up. My bastard daughter to his son and heir matrilineally. Okay. And let's see, seeks to kill Martinus. Don't do that. I don't know who he is, but people dying randomly just makes things harder on me to keep track of, so maybe don't. Where are you headed? Arza. Okay, then yeah, follow them, if you don't mind. There's victory. Okay. You are headed to here. So let's follow. And we'll make sure to crush their armies and then go and take the rest. Or, you know, take their lands. It should be pretty straightforward. Again, they didn't account for the fact that we had that legion. So, they really didn't have a chance. Who is this? Nobody I recognize. I'll keep him locked up for now because he's a pretty good commander, but I'm not going to kill him or anything. I might be able to bring him under on my side. After the war, that is. Oh, they're trying to raise some more forces. There's another victory. We've taken another captive. I'll sort captives out again afterward. Keep pursuing. And so really it's just this army we have left to deal with. And before we go and attack them, I guess I don't need to unite these forces. This one will be strong enough to defeat them. Who are you? Okay. Let's see. Let's look at arranging a marriage, possibly. I'm the only one available. Okay, we'll leave that for later then. Rid of that. I'm curious, does your son have a wife yet? No. Or a betrothed wife anyways. Hopefully he becomes our ruler before anything happens on that front. Same here, because I don't want them getting married based on the AI's decisions, because the AI is an idiot. Alright, they're going back this way. The AI makes really poor choices in that regard. Let's see, I'll put you on the right flank. They keep gaining in numbers. That's ridiculous. I can't seem to get rid of them. They're just going to keep marching back and forth to here. They really should try to march to better territory or something. Or outrun me. But they keep marching in like hilly areas that slow them down. So what I'm thinking is, as soon as we can defeat these guys, which at this rate doesn't seem like it's ever going to happen, but whenever we manage... Okay, so he won his little war down here. Where are you now? Will you join my court? Okay, yeah, come back to me and I'll find you a new place, even if it's just getting rid of this guy and giving you his title. Get rid of that. And let's see, we're almost done in the south. We're about to fight them again in the north. So many prisoners. We'll get a decent ransom out of this, I think. They're back to 700. God. We're at 74% war score, though. Let's go ahead and close that. I can give you a new commander post since you were a commander before. I actually need commanders. So you definitely You're a bishop. I don't think you should be commanding armies. I'll give one to you, just so you like me a little bit more. Your son's not much of a commander, though, unfortunately. I don't want my... Yeah, he's my treasurer. I don't want him leading armies. So I think it's going to be Appius, and it's going to be this guy. They make the most sense, and I'll try to find some better ones in a bit. Anyways, once we sort this out, we're going to take Ramia, get rid of him. He's been no use to us thus far, which is a shame. I was hoping that that could be something useful, because again, his family has claims on the Sassanid Empire. But unfortunately, it never really came to anything. So we're going to take his land from him, and then march this army across the strait, just like their army did, and we'll start attacking them in the south down here. Wow, this garrison is really held out. It's this one right here. We might even be able to rescue them if we can finish this stuff up in the north fast enough. But running back and forth like this, I wish armies were just defeated more decisively in this, to be honest. Having to run back and forth like this is kind of annoying. And then the other setting where you can turn that ability off so that you can't pursue armies back and forth, I just absolutely hate that one, because it just makes it that much harder to get rid of the armies then. So even though this is a little bit cheap, at least it makes battle somewhat more decisive, because when you win that first one, then obviously you can snowball it pretty effectively. But with the other setting, it takes forever to win wars, because you have to like defeat somebody and then like wait until you're allowed to attack them again, and then defeat them again, and it's just a real pain. It should really only take like 2 or 3 battles to decisively destroy an army. Like if you defeat an army and then catch their retreating, forces, you're gonna slaughter them pretty effectively. I can't think of like any historical instances where like somebody was decisively defeated, chased down, decisively defeated again, and then somehow managed to still have an army or any semblance of an army at that point. Alright, so I've just been kind of running these battles off camera because there's a lot of back and forth, and frankly you guys don't need to see it. But we have an event regarding our nephew, who is the heir to, excuse me, he's not our nephew, he's our great nephew or something. It's our heir Remus's son, who's also named Remus, and so eventually he will be our ruler at some point. Anyways, if he's nowhere to be seen, you can always find him in the courtyard playing with his swords and practicing his sword fighting with older men. Turn him into a great knight. So, brave, diligent, or proud? I mean, this is a pretty obvious choice. I don't want him to be craven, so I'll definitely take this. And he has gained the proud trait, so unfortunately of those traits, he got the worst one. Oh, he got brave as well. So he got 2 of the 3. Unfortunately, diligent was the best of those 3. He didn't get that one. But he did get 2 traits out of that, and it looks like he's going to be a pretty good commander for us. You're trying to kill him. Please don't kill him. I didn't see what he was up to, but frankly right now I'm too busy to deal with it. Alright, so unfortunately the enemy snuck up on my army over here. The fog of war hid them until they were right up on them. I have 93 war score, so that will lower it a bit, but I've decided to just march these guys on Milan and go ahead and take their capital. So we'll see if that's an effective enough play to end this sooner rather than later. They're pretty close to my capital too, so it is kind of a race against time. Unfortunately, these guys weren't able to delay them enough to really make a difference. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah, it looks like they are going to make a move on my capital. I need you guys to stall them as much as you can. Unfortunately, we're being stalled as well. Oh, apparently they're coming after me. Okay, good. So they're going to attack that army. We're victorious here. Stuart has some ideas. I will go ahead and adopt them. That is expensive though, and I am at war, so it might not be the best use of my funds right now, but it will boost my economy later. I just need you to slow them down, so stand in the capital and see what you can do. You need to assault these holdings. We don't have time for anything else. And assault. Oh, that costs us a lot of men. One day. Okay, we're good. Probably didn't need to do that last one. I actually couldn't quite see where we were at. So that's the end of that war. Let's go ahead and enforce our demands. We got very lucky there. Okay, so we've reunited our territory. Let's go ahead and disband these forces before we have to pay them anymore. And let them start replenishing. Now we need to sort through all these prisoners. Let me check the time because this might be something I have to do off camera or in the next episode. Yeah, definitely. So I don't know how much of that I'm going to cut in terms of back and forth fighting and whatnot, but I'm already at 46 minutes, so I am going to go ahead and end it here. I will deal with the prisoners off camera and let you guys kind of know what happened there. I'll just give you a recap of the important stuff, and then we'll go from that point. Now, unfortunately, he being our heir is now the king of Italy, or at least the Vicar of Italy. So I can't usurp that title. I don't necessarily want to usurp it from him. I mean, I might be able to, but that would really piss him off, and I don't want to have to do that. So we just have to hope that he kind of kicks the bucket soon. He is 58, so it can't be too much longer. But him living too long will create problems for us, because I do not want her marrying this guy, and we don't have a whole lot of time to stop that. And I definitely want to decide who he marries, because eventually this will be the player character. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Crusader Kings 2 with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.